And it's a good start, I think it is anyway, from this long distance camera, but Storm gets away well, but Nigel also gets away well, and they're coming into turn 1. Remember, this is where it gets a bit hairy, and we've got NWB off already. I think he's alright though. We've got, whoa, we've got some debris in the back. It's Risco's in the gravel. Godzilla's off, and we've also got...
as well.
And it's Killing for Cash, no Killing for Cash is alright. We rejoin the battle for them as, wow, there's always problems at the start here, and but good start there from Storm. So Storm leads at the moment. We've got Nigel in second, Murphy is up into third position at the moment. Big loser so far is Godzilla, he's dropped from 12th to 16th on the grid.
Because he's lost the place.
And Guna going up into 13th, getting by Killing for Cash, he's dropped down to 14th at the moment. And Joe is in 15th at the moment, and Gunnar, and they still haven't finished, have they? Killing for Cash and Gunnar, as they're fighting for 13th position. As Killing for Cash goes a bit deeper, but it's not too bad. Gunnar is he's going more around because you got a couple of lines. As Gunnar's lost a bit of his end plate though. On the that might be the debris we saw coming flying off out of turn 1. If that's a shame, if that is the case, yeah, he's lost a lot of end plate there.
Hunter is all over the back of NWBB. I don't know what's happened to him. NWBB might have some damage. I'm not sure from that first turn, but on the medium tyre, on the harder tyre.
1:31.
That's a good time. Good time. Nice time on the mediums as well. We've got battle here coming because we've got NWBB being chased by Hunter and Astok, who are very close to each other now, all three of them, and we've got Mr. Elite in the background waiting to pounce on any mishap.
Yeah, I think that NWB is going. Hunter is slowing down. No! Oh, not sure if we had lag or not there. But I think that might have been a lag bubble there or something like that, because Asdog went into the side of Hunter there, but then he just pulled away. So
yeah, I think it was it's all. I think NWB was lagging as well a bit there, but no, it's still as you were on that one. Just about it's about 3 tenths between both all cars really on that front. Oh, and NWB goes wide on that turn.
Do you reckon he will get a corner?
He should do. I think they it's a bit strict down there, isn't it? I think, it's a bit odd actually as well, because sometimes if you go far wide you don't get a penalty, but if you go just wide you do get a penalty. And Hunter's going to the overtake here.
Yeah, Hunter up into 5th position now. We were
moved from crazy to move up into 9th.
Yeah, and Craig trying to come back out to go into Stowe, but good driving there from Crazy as well. But you can see the Hunter is already 6 tenths in front of NWB. So at the moment, NWB is not looking a formidable force like it was, but we think he might unlook as excuse me, sorry, that's all that coke. Is Asdog in Mr. Elite. Mr. Elite's going to go on the outside of Lovefield. That's going to be incredible. Remember that Mr. Elite has got soft tyres compared to the medium tyres of Asdog. Asdog has just picked up a penalty as well. He's going to have a go into Cops. I think he's too far back here to have a move, and to be honest, you have to be brave.
Can't do that.
He has got DRS. Is he going to go for it into turn 1? He is going to go for it. No, he can't. Yes, he is. That great move there.
Yes, he's got it. He's got it. It can work if he switches them on quite quickly.
Sorry guys, we got Killing for Cash who's parked in the gravel, and we've got Gunnar who's recovering. I think that them two have come together some. So the undercut didn't work very well there for Double, as it looks like Vicious has jumped him. But the Ferraris basically resumed their battle. They've had a this is wow.
Doubles just took that place back from him.
See, Double had the switched on tyres there, and I think that's why I managed to get that place back. But obviously when Vicious has his tyres switched on in the next lap or two,
he'll come back that Double.
Yeah, time going to be. So Nigel's coming out the pits now.
Nigel's coming out first. He's going to be in first. Nigel's going to come out first.
It looks that way. It does. Storm is just coming down the pit straight, but Nigel has done a brilliant job. Excellent. So now Nigel's on the supposedly quicker tyre as well now. So he's got he's got all the eggs in his basket. As Far comes out in second. Hunter is coming out. Far's in third. Hunter is out. No, he ain't. NWB is now out into 4th position. Great driving from NWB. But remember, he has done a lot of laps on those medium tyres. When I say a lot, he's done 10. He's still got another 10 laps to go. He's got to do 20 laps on those medium tyres. Of course,
he might have to pick at the end of that with put some old softs on or something like that, because it'll be getting a bit worn by the time he gets around to the last couple of laps.
That was very close speeds, but now we're on board with Hunter on the side path. He is coming. Is he going to go for it? He's having a look. Brilliant move. Dives down the inside. Is MWB going to come back out? No. But now coming into Lovefield, you can see Hunter taking a tight line because he doesn't want NWB to slip back on the inside. So Hunter up in the 4th, NWB back down the 5th, and Asdog all over the back of Mr. Elite. Mr. Elite's back end is squirming away. He's going to go for it. He should get...
He's done him. He's got... No, he ain't. No.
I think he didn't want to. I don't think he wanted to risk it into cops, did he? Especially he's got the fastest tyre. It's just a matter of time.
He'll try it down the back straight.
That's a much sense.
Oh, and then WBB's going for his place back, but Hunter cuts him off and takes that and keeps the position rather. Great defending from Hunter. He left in a bit of a gap there.
Nigel, 129.5.
Nigel now starting to stretch his legs as Asdog size.
He's fighting back.
Mr. Elite's gone back at him.
Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant stuff now, but Asdog has got on the inside there, but oh, Mr. Elite, beautiful leg break in there, but you can see Asdog has now got a bit of momentum. He's going to, oh, look at that, he's got a lot of momentum now. Mr. Elite goes a bit wide.
I think he's got the place back, and he's got the
he's got him. Great move.
That was brilliantly set up. You see that he set up a couple of moves before there, a couple of corners before that. Oh, Hunter! Hunter's gone! Hunter's spun it! He's off in turn 2!
He's lost it. In turn 2, he's lost it. And Murphy's getting the position back. And he's recovered back onto the track. Here comes Asdog.
And his tyres are going to be heating up. He's got to make sure he doesn't spin again because his tyres will be screaming now as they'll be overheated.
He's drifting around a bit, I think. But I think he's back up to speed now.
That's a major blow for Hunter.
Back of him now.
As we're just going to watch this battle between Craig and Double. This is the battle for final podium. Final points is this is the battle for 10th and 11th. We're keeping an eye on the battle between Asdog as well. My two assistants, and hopefully they were screaming in my ear when something's about to happen. As we're just now watching. We've got another comments on the YouTube. We'll have a look at it in a minute. But before we do that, Craig going up the inside, siving through and into the points. And
Double's going to be upset with that. He got into Q3 and he made a good performance to get in there as well, and now he's out of the points. Storm got a penalty as well.
Oh, and Storm's gone wide. He's lost a bit of momentum, but Storm hasn't got the DRS though. But as far as
he's going to have to go for a dive. He's going to have to go for a dive. Go on, dive.
He's got him.
Oh.
No, he's defending it. He's defending it well. Oh, that was great defending, and he's got the inside line, keeping that covered.
And Nigel comes across the line and wins the British Grand Prix, but we just said far, he's gone on the inside. Storm is as far got it on penalties. Yes, far is second, brilliant.
And looking and judging by the penalties on the standings here, NWBB hasn't got a single penalty.
That's a great shout as well, isn't it, though, because it's quite difficult at this track, as you can see. Also a good shout from Nigel, who's only got 1 penalty as well, and Murphy only got 2 penalties. Racing, Storm has already dropped down to 17th position. No, he's up there now, and Storm, oh my god, I'm not even sure what's going on here. It's now we're away, and NWB goes, but I don't really know. Storm is just, I don't know what's going on. So NWB leads away, then we got Nigel, then we got Dark Plague, Murphy, and at the moment we got Yo Flag in sector 1. That's an awful crash at the back. That's a major crash at the back. We have lost Gator Nation, Double, Risco, and Storm are all out of this race.
Far has got a problem as well. He's dropped down from Mercedes.
Has moved up 4 spaces to 10.
Farf has lost his front wing. Gunnar has also lost his front wing as well. That's a terrible accident. Absolutely terrible. I'm not sure what was going on with Selfie. He was not Selfie. Sorry, Storm. So I'm not sure what was going on with Storm. He didn't line up at the back of the grid, and then
Nigel's just taking the lead.
Nigel, Frank Todd's just spotted that Nigel's taking the lead. So Nigel is leading the Hockenheim Grand Prix. The NWB is under a bit of trouble here. Unfortunately, we've had all sorts of chaos in the opening lap, and it's kind of NWB is getting very squirmy on the exit there. Asdog up in the 4th position. Good start from Asdog. Murphy flying through the field. Crazy man is off. He's off at the Sachs curve. He comes back on just in front of Grillsy.
He was challenging with Dan there.
Hunter is up into 10th position. Killing for Cash is now 11th position. We've got Yellow Flag in sector 3, and it's it's Godzilla. Godzilla's off. He's from Escape Road. He's coming back on now.
Hunter's in the pits.
Hunter is in the pit, as
and
is.
Grillsy.
And Grill's in the pits as well, so I'm not sure what's going on here. He's probably going to have to change his front wing. So what tires are they going to go on? I'm not sure. It was a bit of a calamity at the beginning, wasn't it, guys? Did you see what happened?
I didn't. I was too busy watching the battle between Nigel and NWBB.
It was, I don't know what, it was chaos, wasn't it? I'm not sure what was really going on there. It's coming down the back straight. He's having a look. Nigel's going to go on the inside, but NWB is on the outside. He's gone. He's bruised by. Is Nigel going to have a look going back into the corner? No, Nigel being very sensible there, as both those drivers are. Plague is third, Asdog fourth, Murphy fifth, sixth is Elite, seventh is Crazy, Killing for Cash is eighth, Godzilla ninth, Grillsy in 10th, Hunter is 11th, Farf in 12th, and Gooner in 13th. They're all spread out at the moment.
Mr. Consistent.
Yes. Oh, that's major. That's awful. And unfortunately, Killing for Cash. Oh my gosh. And that's Killing for Cash has just T-boned Godzilla, and he's damaged his front wing. And Grillsy goes up to 8th, but Killing for Cash must have misjudged his braking zone now, and he's gone right into the back of Godzilla, and that's cost Godzilla a couple of positions there. And I think Killing for Cash has got weird. Oh, and I think the Hunter's gone into the back of him, hasn't he? We got Yo flying in sector 2, and that's why Hunter's cruising. That's the championship. The championship leader is cruising. He's stopped.
Oh no!
I have a feeling this is going to be day done for Hunter. That is big. He ain't going to lose the championship lead because he's got a 26-point lead over Murphy. So Murphy has to win the race, and but he'll only be a point behind. Murphy.
Keep going. He's got to keep going. There's only 13 runners. I mean, he can get some points still if he wants to. If he tries carrying on, I think you should. We shouldn't give up hope on all of this now. You can still get some championship points.
Yeah, because bearing in mind the championship points goes down to 9th position now. It goes down to 10th position now.
It's on the softs.
Alright then.
I tell you, the new tyre situation in Formula 1 now is confusing the hell out of me.
Dark Play's got him.
Yeah, Dark Play going up the inside. We'll reference what Todd said in a second. As soon as Dark Play has got this move done, good move there from Dark Play. But
yeah, he's made it stick as well.
But remember, Mr. Elite does have DRS now, so he's got to see if we can get the slipstream now coming down to the hairpin. He's gaining. He's used all his errors though. Is he going to have a look? Dark Play goes on to the inside. Mr. Elite going on the outside. Is he going to go for a switchback here? Oh, look at that! Great braking. Very good braking there from Mr. Elite. Confidence, Mr. Ricardo like. I don't so enjoyed that too. We're on board now with Farf now as he comes out of turn 1. There's a yellow flag. Whoa! It's Hunter! Oh my gosh! Oh my! I thought Hunter's car ghosted. Yeah,
he retired in the pit lane.
He did, and then he come out the pits and blimey, good job.
Nigel's gone into the pits from the lead.
So Nigel in the pits from the lead. Farf somehow go.
And Murphy following him as well into the pits.
So they're going to go on the medium tyres. So some luckily go. Who's
so
that?
Now NWBB is now back in the lead.
I'm not being funny.
He goes in second.
I know. I was just going to say. Look at that Ferrari in the background. He's starting to creep up now. Mr. Elite is. Whoa! And Killing for Cash is becoming a bit of a mobile chicane out there at the moment. And now as Mr. Elite has come out just in front of Nigel, they've got medium tyres as well, so they're going to go straight to the end of the race now. Yeah, just going back to that Hunter incident with Farf. Yeah, Hunter luckily ghosted, but yeah, when you retire in the pits, surely the car should just stay in the pits. We'll get back to that in a minute because we're on board with Nigel coming up the inside, but Mr. Elite there didn't really defend much, but Nigel didn't feel like attacking. Oh wow, we're getting very close there. We've got some disco lights on Nigel's car as they keep turning from yellow to white as he's going on the outside now. Good defending there from Mr. Elite then. This is the battle for the final podium position, of course. Mr. Elite is on it.
I think there was contact then.
Between Elite and Nigel, was there?
Yeah, just as they were slowing down in the braking zone.
Hopefully Nigel hasn't got any damage there.
Second time penalty.
Dark Plague. If Dark Plague's got well, unusual, sorry, new, that'd be a good way of doing it. New softs on. He can probably get a podium position out of this, I think, because he'll be gaining on Dan Murphy quite quickly, and I've got to hit again. Might be a podium and hit the Dark Plague still.
Good spot there, and Grills, he finally makes it past Mr. Elite. Great fight between those two. It was getting very Farf's out. Farf's out of the race. Oh no, Farf, who was only on 2 points, but those 2 points might have been valuable. We're on board with Godzilla now. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1 as well. I'm trying to see where Farf has gone. I think he's gone just coming into the stadium section. That's a wild guess. Yeah, that's. That's a shame.
Time might have disappeared, but yeah, it looks like it was around the stadium section somewhere. I'm just saying that Farf apparently came out of the pit, so Kilian Cash came out of the pits, and under blue flag conditions, obviously Farf was going to lap him, and crashed straight into him apparently. So it was on the exit of the pits, not in the pit lane where he retired.
Dark Plague is now on a 14.4, and he is now catching on Murphy.
He's almost right on the gear. Oh, he's gaining and gaining.
So his best chance is definitely bound to the hairpin, won't it?
He's going to have
or he might get him on this straight here. Yeah, he's going to have him now. Look, he's done him.
Down to the cover the inside there, I think, unless he's going to go for a switch back into the hairpin.
No, he's made the move, Stick. Great move.
In fifth, we got a yellow flag in sector 3, and oh no! Is Murphy going to the back of Killing for Cash, or Killing for Cash gone? I think Killing for Cash gone to the back of Murphy.
No.
That is a big blow, and into the pits then comes Murphy. That is huge. Did anyone pick up that? Because unfortunately, I kind of caught the end.
I'm watching Wilsey catching crazy.
Big shame for Murphy, and we're on board now with Crazy Hitman. This is going to get very tasty. Coming down to turn 2, Murphy's got the inside line and fresh tyres. It's a crazy. He's going for the switchback here. He will have DRS as well. So this is going to be, and we've got Grillsy in the. Grillsy also in the looking very interested in this as well. But Crazy Hitman is now up into 6th position. He's done 5 laps on those soft tyres. Murphy is going to just keep his nose there. But Crazy Hitman, good drive there. But Crazy Hitman's gone very. Look at this. Murphy has the momentum in his back through and up into 6th position. Unfortunately, Crazy Hitman threw that one away, but he's keeping it. He's keeping with it. He's having a look, but Murphy parked his car in the right place there. Crazy doing a good job today.
When these soft tyres have warmed up, he'll carry on up to.
He's got a bit wide.
We're on board then with Grillsy coming. He's in slipstream on the back of Crazy. He's a bit too far back, I would say, at the moment, guys. Maybe not. There we go. He's up the inside. Track position. Beautifully done. But Crazy now going for the switchback. Yeah, there's me saying he's too far back. Maybe not. Face like Grillsy.
Another Daniel Ricciardo. Late breakers.
I really thought the move wasn't on, but yeah. Grillsy, they're just breezing by Hitman there, but I think Hitman's doing a very good job today. Getting, I think this will be the 2nd race in a row where he's scoring some points there, so it's all about consistency, remember, from 1st to 10th is where you get the point.
Yeah, it's been very crazy.
Sorry. It's been dominated by back markers, it seems.
Yeah.
The back markers are trying to get a bit of fame, aren't they?
And the Crazy
trying to get some screen time.
Well, he's certainly got that. Crazy's just gone to the back of Grillsy there, and his damage. I'm not sure if he's damaged his front wing or not, but that was a bit misjudged there from Crazy. But he had a good lunge. He had a good run on Grillsy up to that point. Grillsy is now trying to get some space in between himself and the Hitman. Of course, they're on. We've got a yellow flag. Crazy's out of the session. Well, we were just on board with Crazy. I don't know if he just pulled off the track. Oh, he's gone into the barrier, has he? No, he only pulled off the. He has gone into the barrier. He's lost the front.
Yeah, he's gone into the barrier.
Oh dear.
His car's written off.
You know what? I'm never going to comment on anyone's race ever again. Pushing himself because I'm now on board with Murphy, who's all over the back of Mr. Elite, and Mr. Elite is on 14 lap old medium tyres. And I think that the job has been done now. So Murphy now up into 5th position, as Alex said. Oh, Murphy's gone a bit wide there. Mr. Elite.
Oh dear.
And now Mr. Elite back through.
For his race. Is he going to get him the front dive bomb into the next turn? It looks like he might go for it. Yeah, he's gone for it.
That was a good move as well. Oh, he's gone wide again.
Oh no. Oh, what's wrong with him now? He keeps going wide everywhere.
Murphy's going for it. He's backed off. He might go for it now.
Yeah, he's now going into the 2nd DRS zone. We'll come back to that question in a minute.
He's made the move stick. Great move. Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, this is a great battle.
Quality battle.
No, he's been forced wide a bit there. Oh, that's a shame. That's not. Yeah, that's a bit. I think he could have been given a bit more space here by Mr. Elite.
And now Dan's on the inside. Mr. Elite is staying on the outside here. This is getting very tense, but Dan's now got the move.
To the hairpin there, but he's got the position this time.
WB wins his third career championship here in Germany. So Mr. Lee, so he succeeded, and let's just complete the top 10. Grozy 7th, Godzilla 8th, Killing for Cash 9th, and Crazy Hitman 10th. Unfortunately, retirement was those guys there. Let's go! And good start from Nigel. There's a lot of wheel spin coming off the line. What Dart? No, because I think that Nigel's up in the second already, because Dart Plague's had a bit of an appalling start, and we got a bit of yellow flag already. We got a Mercedes coming on the inside, but look at that, very well controlled by all those guys out there. Amazing stuff. And a Hunter there, you can see coming through. He's up to 8th already. Brilliant start from Hunter. We got disqualified from the session for Gator Nation. Is unfortunately couldn't get away.
Yeah, he didn't move off the start. But Dan's crashed it in turn 2.
Oh no!
That was bad. That was.
And Dan is out. Dan is not out of the race. Sorry, Gator Nation's out of the race, but Dan is dropped down to 7th position. We'll talk to Knowles in a minute about what's going on there. But a great start from Hunter. He's up to 7th already, from 12th to 7th in a couple of corners. But at the lead at the moment, we've got NWB who's controlling the things. Nigel 2nd, Asdog 3rd. Dark Plague has dropped from 2nd to 4th. Far 5th. We got 6th is Matt. 7th is Hunter. Storm is in 8th. Grills 9th. Mr. Elite completes the top 10. We got Risco who's dropping down. He's out of lunge. That's a massive lunge on double there. And the Gooner's come through. Oh dear, it's a bit of a dodge him down. And into the pits comes Risco now, as Risco's in the pits from 15th position. Oh, and I'm not sure if Hunter just went to the back of Matt there. Matt's AI in. I'm not sure what's happened to Matt there, but Hunter going around the outside. Good. Oh, and that's contact again.
Contact.
Well, it's an interesting start here, but I don't know why Matt's an AI, but there's a problem with the car, isn't there? As Matt's has gone off the track, he's come back on in front of Todd. Oh no, that's not very good there, and Matt's, I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. Yeah,
this is a bit. He's holding everybody up, and I think if he is AI and he's not a go, you've got to be careful going around that. Go on the inside on that one, I think. Oh no, broken damage, and then Gooner comes through. Sorry, Mr. Elite comes through. No, it's Gooner, sorry. Yeah, but yeah, it looks like Matt's yeah, he's lost control of the car there.
Okay. Just go back to the front then. Asdog is now caught. There's a bit of a trade behind Asdog. We've got Dark Plague out far all over the back of it though. As Asdog is coming to the pits after only 3 laps on those ultra soft tires, but he is the top man on the ultra soft tires. We've got a 3-second penalty for McVicious. As Farf is now trying to line up Dark Plague, but he might be too far back there. Hunter's up into 6th position, so great start there from Hunter. We'll see all about what moves he did, as well as how he got up there. Matt is now looks like he's back in the mix. Oh, a bit of contact there between Plague and Farf. Farf is going on the outside. That's going to be amazing. Look at that. That's brilliant. That's amazing rates in there from both these guys. Great stuff from Dark Plague to give him room, and great stuff from Farf. Very brave right now. He's going to go into turn 5. He's going to do the old switcheroo.
He spun it? Oh, you thought? Oh, sorry. I think I had a bit of network there, because it looked like he spun on the inside of that. As usual. Sorry. And he settled onto the place.
And we're now just going to join the battle here. And we've also got a battle between Storm, Hunter, and Grillsy. We got some great battles out there already. That was a great move from Farfield on Dark Plague, wasn't it? A great respect as well from both those guys. Murphy goes up the inside track position over McVicious. Good opportunity. Oh look, but McVicious is coming back at him, and he's got the inside going into turn 2. But Murphy there will have the traction. Oh,
no, he's not got it. He's not got it. This is, oh dear.
We're going to resume the battle now between Murphy and McVicious. They come across the line. Murphy is in DRS range again. Yeah, it was a bit. It was a bit of a winsome moment between these two in turn 2 last time, wasn't it?
He's covering the inside this time, and Murphy's going to have to go around the outside if he wants to keep going. Oh, he gets pushed wide there. That wasn't very good racing. I don't think a bit unfair a bit unfair from McVicious on that, because Murphy has nowhere to go, and it's best. Well, obviously you want to stay on track and have some fair racing, and you seem to just force him a bit wide and off the track there. That'll be a dream for Murphy. I think he probably would have got a bit frustrated with McVicious on those defending moves in the last couple of laps or so. So he'll now be able to get away and get going.
and Dark Plague from a very long way back had a bit of a good old dive bomb there on Favre into turn 1, but no foul, so we continue on. But wow, that was a very far back move. That was a Ricardo S move, but unfortunately didn't get it. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2, and that's why Godzilla's pointing the wrong way in turn 5, so he's just trying to recover back on now.
Yeah, it's that curb, that right-hander, so he must have put his front right on the curb, and it's just taking him around in a circle. And Mr. Elite into it, and back of the Matt.
Oh my gosh! Matt's left the session, and I'm not sure if Mr. Elite has damaged his wing.
That's the safest, I think, because I mean, he needed to. There was a problem there, wasn't there? And I think. He caused a bit of grief for Mr. Elite, wasn't he?
But we're now on board then as Risco going a bit wide. As you can see then, we've got, and now Todd is lining up for Risco for a battle on 13th position. Nicely done that. And, oh, Risco come back at him. Oh! That was a long way back, that was. And now
die.
Oh, and now Todd now gets up in the 13th position. Obviously he's been listening to the stream. Well done, Mr. Elite. So he comes out of the pits now.
It's called the battle between Double and Risto. So he's got to watch out there. There's blue flags being waved. He's got the fastest lap. He needs to move out of his way.
Oh my gosh! We're on board. Risco has gone into the side of.
Risto just. Oh god, that was bad.
Oh gosh! And Double is out of the pits. Out of the race, unfortunately. Risco swiped him, and he is now.
I think he saw. He didn't know Dan was coming until it was too late, and then saw Dan was going on the left hand side and swerved to the right to avoid him. Dan might go for a move here. I think on the pit. He's just like going to the pit straight. He's going for it. He's going for it now.
So he put himself in. He hasn't. So Dan is looking at it. It's a stalemate.
On deep into turn 1, that's good. I think he's got the position now. He's got DRS to defend it. And if he goes to the inside, he should have it.
Yeah, Mr. Lee, I'm going to look on the outside there, and that would have been a brave move to go on the outside there. And Farfus in front of Nigel. I said, look at this, that's a great battle. No, not quite.
Wow.
See, that's why Knowles is here, you see. I keep jumping the gun.
I just noticed the arrows.
Oh, Farfus in the wall! Or was it? I'm not sure if he hit the wall, but he's damaged. Yeah, he's damaged his end plate. And that's
he's got damage, definitely, yeah.
That is a shame there for Favre. So Favre has got damage. He's got 4 laps to go. He might be able to. He should be able to get to the end because Hunter is 18 seconds back in 4th position and coming around the final corner now. And NWP comes around the final corner and he wins the Hungarian Grand Prix, his 4th victory of his career. Brilliant stuff. 4th position was Hunter, Grillsy in 5th, 6th position Asdog, Murphy 7th, 8th was Elite, 9th was McVicious, 10th was Godzilla. I think we're ready then. So we got 18 cars around the Spa-Francorchamps circuit, the best circuit in the world. 5 lights are on, and when we go out, we're going to be racing, and it's go. Yeah, let's go. And then Nigel then gets a good start.
You see, Nigel and Twan.
That's a great start from Twan and Hunter as well. With the come, this is a very tight corner into the last source. We got. I'm not sure if that was debris or if that was just random, random sorts. We got a Sauber right off the track there, and you can see we've got a lot of wheel-to-wheel stuff. It's McFisher's having a bit of a slow run there. It's now we're coming up to Raddy on there.
Oh no, has a Ferrari been hit? I think. I think it was double. But no, I think everything's alright. Paul McVicious is out.
Yeah, he's gone, hasn't he?
Got a bit of a nudge, I think, going up.
And Hunter takes the lead. Hunter takes the lead at the Belgian Grand Prix. Great time there from Hunter. Nigel second. Twang is in third. A terrible start from NWB, who's dropping down at the moment. We've also seen Broke Gorilla dropping down. We've got a lot of arrows going up and down. We're on board with Gator Nation, who's in 15th position. Risco and the rest at the moment is last at the moment. But contact! That was big contact between Risto and Gator Nation. Risto has damaged his front wing. NWB is now dropped down to 9th. He's having a terrible start, isn't he, Alex?
I think he's he must have some sort of damage because his pace is. That's Anton goes past as well.
Contact!
And we've got Broke Gorilla in the back of him as well. That's Broke Gorilla's got front wing damage as well now. So they've got to be careful coming back in to obviously let people go through. There's a bit more contact there.
Yeah, no.
Just let people go through, I think, there, because it's a bit unsafe with both drivers.
NWB is having an awful lot.
There's more problems there, I think, on Godzilla. I think it's Godzilla. So Godzilla, I think, got damage. There's NWB and Broke Gorilla. So all of them will have to come to the pits, I'm sure.
Crazy Hitman, who's doing a good job here at the moment. He is going up the inside in the bus stop chicane on the super soft tyres, brilliant. And now he's up into 5th position. Murphy has dropped down to 6th at the moment. Hunter is against at the fastest up the race, but well, that's been Farf is flying on those medium tyres, but Murphy going on the outside now. But Crazy's got the inside line. DRS is now available. Coming up to Radio Rouge and Radio now. This is going to get a bit tasty. Hunter's out. Hunter's out.
He's lost it at the top of the hill.
Oh no, that is a huge blow. Yeah, there he is. He's similar. It's just, oh no, that's the championship leader out of the Belgian Grand Prix.
Now, Twan is blocking the pit lane, it looks like. Not Twan, sorry, Risto is blocking the pit lane.
Oh dear, so he is.
That's going to be a penalty for him there, I'm afraid, so he's going to be disqualified from the session.
That's pretty impressive how he's got in there, and I'm hoping that his car ghosts and goes away, because that is going to cause virtual safety car. We've got a virtual safety car. We're racing again as Nigel looks like he's got the jump on Twang now. Now he's got DRS. He has got DRS. He's racing down, coming up to Lake Colm now. He's going on the outside. Nigel takes the lead, but Twang there just drop back on the inside there. Mr. Elite is also past Crazy, but look at that. Wheel to wheel, brilliant stuff. Mr. Elite is now in the 5th position.
Nigel's going to be very happy with the way this is going at the moment. Obviously, he is under a bit of pressure from Plan, but both of his championship rivals, well, one of his championship rivals is out, and the other one is only just in the points in P10. So he is going to have to defend from the other McLaren now. He's got the RS on him. He's taking the lead of the race on him, but he'll be. I think he'll be quite pleased on how this is going, how this is panning out, because he doesn't really need to challenge too much, especially as he's on the harder compound, so he can go longer into the race, and he can have a casual Sunday drive, I think. Now,
as we have lost Murphy.
Oh no,
Murphy! He's right in the middle.
Again, it's Radion. Yeah.
That's a safety car, surely. Well, you would think so. He's in the middle of the track there. So Murphy out of the race as well.
Let's have a question and answer with Dan. See how he did. Twan into the wall,
he's out.
He's out.
Oh no.
Oh dear. So I thought those softs, they've gone off now. It's as he is apart from Mr. Elite as well. So yeah, the softs have almost reached the peak, I think. So it's as we saw, he lost it.
And Asdog is now going up the Kemmel Straight and coming into Lacombe now. He's now through and he's passed his teammate. Good driving from Asdog. He's up into 4th position now, and that's a total of 12 points for Asdog. Yeah, it's because to be honest, I felt that judging on the what's happened today, I think great move. Sorry, I'll be back to you in a minute. Yeah, Grillsy and Asdog are really fighting tooth and nail for this 4th position. We're just coming through now the bus stop chicane, and here comes Nigel then, coming through to win his 3rd career race. And here in Belgium, and to be honest, he's drove superbly well. Had a great qualifying, great qualifying, and now he is from lights out from a pole position to checker flag. Great stuff from Nigel, and he wins the Belgian Grand Prix, where Nigel and Mr. Elite didn't have any penalties at all. So well done to Mr. Elite as well. Very strong drive today. Then all 5 lights are on, and then when we're going to be away, and it's go! No, we're just a bit of a hold here, and now we're away. And then so yeah, a bit of an anti-climax there. So you can see a good start for everyone. You can see, look all the wheel spin then. But Braders has made a decent start, and Storm has made an excellent start. He's already up. He's on the outside of Braders going into turn 1, and he's we got a bit of contact. All 3 of them, and then we've got more contact. Braders they're bumping and grinding now. I know Farf is now on the outside. This is going to get a bit messy. And you can see a bit more contact as we're just having a look at the back, and everyone is through. And almost safely through. That was amazing stuff. Nigel is up into 2nd position. Brilliant start from Nigel. So he's up into 2nd position already, and he's on the soft compound tyre. Yeah, no, that's unfortunate as well. So and I think as we're on board with Zippo, we've had contact between the double and Zippo, and doubles in the wall. Is he still in it? He's still in it.
He's still going. Yeah. That's alright then. I think Zippo, I think he's lost a few positions there, hasn't he, off the start?
Yeah, he's dropped down a couple.
Yeah,
He's 15th,
down
I think.
to,
And Crazy is now up into 6th position. Good stuff. Murphy, I think, has got damage to his wing as Bradders leads the race. Then as well, that's a crazy start, isn't it?
Few in the pits, I think. Maybe there'll be we might see quite a few in the pits because I think there was definitely a lot of front wing damage on quite a few cars. As I think Farth's gone into the back of Storm just there, into turn 1, and caused another bit of front wing damage.
Yeah, no, we've just seen Murphy, Crazy, and Mr. Elite all. Oh, look at how close he was in Storm, and then on the outside, Farf's on the outside of Storm, going into the second chicane there, and that would have been brave. So as you can see, that they're starting to lose touch from Nigel at the moment, who is in who's in that second position. We got a great start from Bowden there, who's up into 5th position and really loving life out there in the McLaren. Matt is up into an 8th position there, but Murphy is still on the inside. He's got DRS is enabled, but he's going on the outside. Matt is amazing stuff from Matt, brilliant. Going on the outside, Nigel to set the fast lap of the race, but Murphy's not done yet, nor is Mr. Elite. Then we've also got Gooner behind as well. And look at this, this is what we mean about slipstreaming here in Monza, as a Farfar is back and they're still fighting. And what's Mr. Elite doing? Mr. Elite has just overtaken both of them.
I can't believe if he's managed to get that move done without going off the track. I don't think he did in the end.
No, if he went
for the back end of it.
So that would have been amazing.
Makes us back, I think.
Yeah, I think it should. Hopefully he is now at Mr. Elite, but that would have been an elite move, wouldn't it? So oh, no, he's getting in a bit of the way.
I think he's moving out of the way of both of them, but he's not doing it very well. And he's let Matt through at least. I think the guys on the Super Softs, I think their strategy might be to try and get far enough into the race to put the medium compound on, and obviously it'll be going from the the softest compound this weekend to the. Oh, sorry, I think Matt there was he had a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I think unfortunately Bowden forced Grillsy off the track. Grillsy come back on, and I think unfortunately Matt was at the wrong place at the wrong time there, and I'm not sure if he ran to the back of him. I'm not sure if he got wing damage there. Bit of bad luck, and also running a bit wide as well. So, and Crazy though is off the track. He's kept it out of the wall just. Wow. So Crazy unfortunately dropped down to ninth there, and Gooner is going to be past him as well. So Bradder has sets a fast lap of the race. You can see the warnings now starting to come up. The warnings around here are pretty painful, aren't they? Because it's quite easy to.
It's always the the 3 chicanes really that catch everyone out, isn't it? So obviously, as we've got NWB spinning out on the second chicane, he's recovered it and there's no damage, but he's just got to rejoin the track quickly. And he can get on his way, but he's got some problems there, I think, with that car. And he's had them all this race so far. But
Mr. Elite's in the war. I think that was an optimistic move on Godzilla there. But he's damaged his front wing, and he's just trying to get himself back on track. I think AWB's got some damage on that. Well, Crazy Hitman's got no wing at all. He's gone off the track there, so I'm not sure what's happened to Crazy. Matt was having a look on Murphy. Murphy's in 6th position at the moment. Is he going to go on the outside? No, not quite. There's a 3-second penalty there again for Hitman, but he's coming out Curva Grande. He's going to go on the outside into the second chicane. He's broke much later. But Murphy we got contact, we got huge contact, and Matt's God is spun. So
oh dear, it's one of the Lewis Hamilton Sebastian Vettel one of those incidents, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
He didn't. I don't think because Dan had a really poor deceleration, braking into turn 1 into the first chicane, and that put him at risk from under pressure from Matt straight after that on the exit, and I think Matt went a bit deep on the brakes there, and as I was on board with Dan, and I could just see him in the right hand corner in the braking zone, and obviously there's not much space to do two car wide.
Hitman, Mr. Elite and Zippo are on a good old battle here at the for 15th, 16th and 17th at the moment. as NWB is dropped behind Gorilla. I think he might have made a mistake somewhere because he's back behind him. So, but yeah, this battle here is good stuff. Very close, everything.
Hitman going for all. He's just on the glass a bit there, but he's going for a move, I think. Is he?
I think he.
No.
I was reminiscent of.
You want to back out of that because that again, that would have been a similar situation to Dan and Matt there, where two don't go into one, as Martin would say.
George, that was looking reminiscent of an NWB is out of the race, and that is I think he's gone off in the
Ascari again. It's the one that can throw you into the wall, and it's done that for NWB, unfortunately. And he didn't have, for some reason, he didn't have the pace that we've seen from him so many times already. As we've got Mr. Elite in the wall as well behind him. He's been able to carry on, but he lost it in the same position.
Farf is far from Grillsy there, and Farf is up into 4th position. Brilliant move there.
Wow, that was a great move. Farf all over the back of Bogan now in P3, so I'm expecting that podium position to switch to Farf now. He's going to have PRS.
He is, and of course Nigel's 11 seconds away from this, so I don't think Farf is going to cause Nigel any problem. But Farf has got a great podium record there, and he's up the inside, and a good move there from Farf. Oh, got a bit of contact there, and Brothers has won the Italian Grand Prix, and in fine style as well. This has been it's been a great comeback there from Brothers. He's just been in a class of one. Nigel, as we got a car in the wall there, coming into the pit, as Nigel is second then. Brothers then won the race, then it was second from Nigel, third for Farf, fourth for Boden, 5th position Grillsy, 6th position is Storm, then we've got Barker in 7th, Murphy in 8th, 9th is Gunnar, and 10th is Matt. The lights are on, and when they go out we'll be, and it's go, and a great start then, as we've also had a great start from Mazdog there, brilliant start from Mazdog, an absolutely amazing start there from Nigel, and he goes up the inside, but not quite, and see a Ferrari there, and they're all very wet there, it's all very tidy, all very, and Hunter's had an amazing start, he's gone up 5 positions already, he's gone up to 5th position, whoa, and Mazdog almost losing it there, getting a bit tail happy, he's up the end, he's staying on the inside there, on the outside there's T-Bone, and he's had a bit of a terrible start, Barker's up to 11th as well, good stuff from Barker. Godzilla drop it down. Oh, he's made contact with the wall, but Godzilla has. As we can see then, but apart from that, then they've all come away very nice as well. Brothers has gone into the wall. Godzilla's out of the race. Godzilla's out of the race. We've seen him. Brothers has gone to the wall. Godzilla's out of the race. Hunter is up into 4th position. An incredible start from Hunter, because Evil Hunter is now going on side by side with Matt going down the Raffles Boulevard. Kind of turns down. Remember, we've had a couple of incidents here in the past. And he's going to go on the outside. He has gone on the outside, so Hunter is up into 3rd position. But Matt's not going. He's going on the inside. He leaves him enough space, and he's on the wall. We got brilliant battle between Farf and Bogdan as well in 7th and 8th position. But Bogdan's going to go on the outside, but no, nothing doing there. Listen, and Brothers has got a problem there. Hunter's going to go on the outside. This is going to get very, very tasty indeed. Brothers, he locks up. And how did they keep it out? Amazing driving. Car 70, Hunter is up into 10th, from up to 10th to 2nd position within 2 laps. Absolutely outstanding driving pressure. Brother, he got tangled there with Murphy there, and the Brothers is struggling, and he left Steve out to dry there on the outside, and now coming at the inside is Farf. Brothers has got problems here in the McLaren. He's on an terrible opening couple of laps in. He's damaged. I think he went wide into this turn here in the opening turn, in the opening lap, and he's really cost himself. I think he's damaged his front wing. Brothers is now dropping down the field. T-Bone, he goes up the inside. He makes a bit of a lunge there, but somehow Brothers stays in. Yeah, he's got damage on McLaren, hasn't he? He's really struggling for position at the moment. As wow, absolutely outstanding. Yeah, and then exactly what I'm saying. One of the commentators with Hunter is absolutely smashing it. George Roberts is just saying that Hunter's absolutely smashed it in the opening couple of laps. It's been an immense start. Gunnar up into a 10th position now. He is he's got by Barker, who's dropped down to 11th position. I wonder if Barker's had a bit of an excursion somewhere. Asdog and Barker going on the outside of Asdog, so Barker up into whoa, and Asdog going on the inside. Their contact. They've made a bit of contact there. And I think that I wonder if Asdog damaged his front wing now. Farf is out. Farf is gone! Oh no, and Farf is out of the race on the inside of the corner there. I'm not sure what happened there, but that is a big blow. Yeah, that is major. So Farf is out of the race as well. It's been absolutely frantic so far, hasn't it? It's been immense stuff. Back on board then with Barker. Remember, we've got an awful long way to go. This is the longest race this season. I know we see there's a bit of action now in front then between Bodden, Murphy, Matt, and this is going to get very, very. Oh, Matt sides down the inside then. On board with Barker then. Matt's now is through enough in the 5th position. Barker's on a look. Oh, Bogdan apparently is on. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. And now Barker's up the inside and he is through bottom. One of Bogdan's got some issues there. Brothers is now really closing in on them. That was amazing, that from Brothers. So Matt now up into 5th position, Barker 6th, and Bogdan in 7th position. Brothers is in 8th position. Bogdan has got some damage, I think, on that car because he's really struggling. Brothers is, oh my gosh, and he's not in the inter tyres. Brothers are forcing his way through and up into 7th position. A bit of drifting as well. And now Brothers is going up the inside. He is through. Oh, he's locked right up. Brothers has, and that I think I'm wondering if there's just a bit of frustration about all what's going on in this race. I think from Brothers, and I think he's just a bit frustrated out there at the moment. And whoa! We've got an incident, and RJC is out of his first race. I'm not sure what happened there, but it got a bit untidy, and yeah. So RJC is out of this race. Out of his first race, unfortunately, as well. And we kind of just saw the end of it now, but unfortunately I think Bowden's going to have to come in the pits, isn't he? On board Gunnar then. Gunnar's having an adventurous race, isn't he? Now Double is just in front of us. Double, who is trying to keep out of trouble, going for a long game, whilst Gunnar is going for the fast and attacking game, and he's going on the outside. That's going to be a great move if he does it. That's an excellent move from Gunnar. Brilliant stuff, and he is up into a 9th position in the Renault. Amazing stuff there from Gunnar. So nicely played. He is now up into 4th position. Murphy is in the pits, so Murphy now going on the Hypersoft tyres. So I wonder if he's damaged his front wing actually, so that's why Murphy's in the pits. Also Barker's in the pits as well. He's got on the Hypersoft tyres, so maybe we're going to have a duel out for fastest lap. Remember, next season you'll get a point for fastest lap if you're inside the top 10, and doubles in as well. So so the question is now: is these tyres going to last on the cars of Hunter and Matt? I think they should, but remember we've got 4 laps to go, and these cars are going to be handling like a shopping trolley, aren't they? And you can see we're on board, and that was looking like a shopping trolley, wasn't it? Looks like both axles was trying to steer, and Hunter then is now 11 seconds back. Remember that just like when we're on board with Steve, and he was now up in the 4th position. Can he get his 3rd position back? I think it was a big ass, albeit yeah, they are on 2 separate compounds, and Gunnar is oh, Gunnar spun in front of Steve, very close to losing his front wing there. And I think Steve was not too happy with Gunnar there. I think Steve feels that Gunnar should have let him through earlier. And coming with the final corner now, Nigel wins the Singapore Grand Prix in fine style. Let's just round out then. Steve finishes 4th. Great drive from Steve. Murphy down to 5th. Barker 6th. Gunnar 7th. Broke 8th, and Double in 9th position. Brothers will get 1 point and be 10th today. Here we go then. We got 5 sets of lights going. When they go out, we'll be go in Brazil, and we are go. And we are go. That was a bit of an anticlimactic start, but that's a great start by Murphy. He flies from further on the grid, and he takes the lead. Oh, we got contact, and that's what I think. And now Nigel's gone around. He's gone. Oh no, Nigel's been taken out there already. Murphy takes the lead. What a cracking start! And Gorilla is back. Gorilla's going alongside with Jacob. Gorilla's going to go to the 2nd position. He dives down the inside. Stop go penalty for Mr. Elite for gaining 2 races. Hunter is up in the 3rd. Brilliant. Oh, Jacob's out. Alstock's out. We've got a massive accident. That's a huge accident. Oh my gosh, there's wings everywhere. This is appalling. Absolutely appalling. Barker is down tonight. We've got Bogdan with no front wing. We're going to have to have a safety car. Wow. And Nigel is dropped right down to 15th.
We'll just wait to see when he bolts, and he's going now, so off he goes, and we're going to see whether there's going to be any overtakes in this one as well. BRX says it isn't, or it isn't until 2 laps after the safety car. So Well, so the top three there have done a great jump, and they've just disappeared from fourth place Phil Matt at the moment. So they really got on the power very quickly on that one, and all disappeared at the same time. So
sorry to interrupt you, Alex. Jacobs almost had a swapper there and dropped right to the back of the field, and he's been hit by double cream cat, and he's in the wall. But as Jonathan is now... Whoa, we've got a huge accident there, and that is a mega... That is Godzilla and Gunnar out of the race. And Jonathan is dropping down the order. He's trying to get back on. That is a massive accident. That was airborne as well. That was incredible. As Brothers has dropped down to 12th. That was amazing. Did you see what happened in the back?
Yeah, so unfortunately Gunnar came round... he came around the long left-hander there, and I think he might have touched the curb and spun it into the wall on the left-hand side.
As now we're just on board with Hunter. He's coming up and he's now attacking Todd. Todd is DRS is not available yet, as Alex just said, but he might not need DRS because he's going to go for it. Todd is in the middle of the track, going up the inside track position, and he is now up into second position. Now he's going to get after Murphy. Has he got the pace to get after Murphy? Broke is down the third position. We've got a bit of a queue behind Matt at the moment, so it's Matt, Twango, Nigel is up into sixth position then, so he's starting to fly out there at the moment. Mr. Elite right behind him, Grillsy in 8th, 9th is Barker, 10th is Double, Bogdan is 11th, and 12th position is Jacob so far. Jacob trying to come back through the field. Nigel's going a bit wide there, so at the moment then Nigel's having a bit of a difficult day out there.
Unfortunately Nigel had his issue on the first lap with on the start when he was down, and Jacob, so he's having to try and have a fight back really to gain what he can. Yeah, he's doing a good job as well. Mr. Elite is sticking with these guys. He's got grills all over the back of him as well now.
Oh, and Twag then going onto the grass in there because Matt didn't give him much space, and now they're just and Twag just forces Matt out wide, but Matt is trying to stick on the outside here. This very close there. Matt going to have a look.
He's not going to get on the inside there. I think it's not worth the risk, is it? But I don't know whether that was a bit of a forced move by Twang to try and obviously get out the field and get Matt out of the way of him.
Now Todd is under a lot of pressure from Twang here. Todd, oh my gosh! I thought that was very close indeed, but Todd goes a bit wide. Todd has dropped down. There's been a contact, and Todd's almost in the wall, but he rejoins in fifth position there. Matt now dives down the inside. A bit more contact, a 3-second penalty for Todd, but Todd is keeping it at bay. Matt's going around the outside here, and you can see those super soft tires are squeezing Matt there, but Matt's up the inside now into the horseshoe, and he's got fifth position. Now I wonder if Todd might need to come into the pits because the super softs might be crying out now. Nigel's going to go on the inside, and wow, very good stuff. And look at how close that is, but Nigel gets a swapper on and he's out the outside now, and Twango switches back through. Brilliant stuff. Lovely shots here as well.
To try and get away, I think, from Nigel, but he's still having to defend.
And Nigel up the inside of Twang now and goes to fourth. I think Grillsy is on the side with Matt, and Matt retains his fifth position at the moment. Grills didn't use his DRS for some reason, even though he's in the DRS zone. But now Twango's going to come back out and go down into turn 4 into Esquina de Lado, I think it is. And look, he's on the outside, but Nigel is going to be on the inside. He's got the better track position, and he takes fourth position. Grillsy and Matt are also side by side, and Grillsy gets run out wide, and Matt retains his fifth position. Look at all the debris on the inside of the barrier there. We've had 2 major incidents there.
Actually, just sorry quickly, just on Nigel there, a pretty good move. I think he was backing a pretty fast driver, and he knew what Twan was, what he was up against with Twan. So he's done a pretty good recovery drive, hasn't he? Because he started, he was right at the back, wasn't he? And under the safety car, and he's managed to claw back into P3 in the moment, and will surely be after Hunter and Dan, who have breezed away in this race at the moment.
Grillsy is all over the back of Matt. Matt again doing a brilliant job into turn 1. They're breaking much there. Remember, Matt is on 10 laps soft tyres, whilst Grillsy's on the medium tyres. He's done 9 laps on those medium tyres. But you can see Matt is defending inside. This time Grillsy goes on the outside, and you can see as Jonathan Cox has left the session, unfortunately. Grillsy is on the outside, and he's done it. Brilliant move there from Grillsy, but can Matt come back at him coming up to turn 7 here? I don't think so. As we said before, that's a very dangerous place to try and overtake, isn't it?
Dan Murphy's in the pits. Yeah, so the pit window for the guys on the softs who've been on them all race so far. So Hunter is now taking pole position at the moment, like that's down his pit. So Hunter's got 13 lap pole softs, as well as Bill and Matt, who stayed out, and Mr. Elite. So those guys will probably be pitting in the next lap or two, probably into this lap. But where's Dan come out? He's put the super softs on, and he's come out in P8, it looks like. So we'll have to stop again, it looks like, on that one.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's gone for the alternative strategy. Barker goes up the inside of Mr. Elite, and he's squeezing Mr. Elite out wide. I think Mr. Elite's lost a bit of his end plate there, but that might have been an earlier accident. Oh my gosh, Barker almost cut across him, and I thought that Mr. Elite was coming in the barrier as well. Yeah, Hunter's got a 3-second penalty. That might come back and hold him in the end. So we got Jacob in the pits, and Twang goes up the inside, but Matt is so good at braking late, isn't he, down to the centre S's, but Twang has another look in the second phase of the corner. We've got double in front of us as well. So you can see Matt going slightly wide, going into turn 3 there. This is going to be interesting to see, isn't it? As now Twang trying to go on the inside there, but again, whoa! No, they've had contact.
Oh dear. I didn't see that because my camera angle was at the back of the room at that point as I went into turn 4, but it looked like Double just managed to get out the way of that one before something bad happened. Hunter has come out ahead of Dan on this one.
Oh, not sure what happened there. And now Matt is going to come out alongside Hunter, and look at this. This is going to be close, going down into the lake descent. Matt is just in front at the moment. He's still in front. He is still in front. So Matt is in 4th position. Hunter 5th, and Murphy in 6th position. So Hunter is going to be all over the back of Matt because he's on the super soft tires. Whilst remember, Matt is on the medium tires and has done 9 laps at the moment. So Twang is 2nd, Grillsy in 3rd position. Grillsy's having a great race today out there, isn't he? Beautiful stuff from Grillsy. He's on the soft tire now, going towards the end. It's a bit conservative there, but it might help him. Now look at this. Hunter is going up the inside into the horseshoe. Oh, forced his way through there. And now coming into... Oh, and Matt spun it. Matt spun it. Oh no, and Murphy's through. And Matt is way off the track there, and oh dear. And now Murphy up into 4th position, Hunter 5th, and he's got a stop-go penalty as well for Hunter, so he's got a 6-second penalty, and he's also got a stop-go penalty as well, so that's going to add another couple of seconds to his time there. Yeah, I think maybe Hunter would have got the move would have had the move done going up the hill in turn 1, we believe. So yeah, do you think he should have waited there?
Yeah, it would have been best to wait, and obviously, unfortunately, it would have taken a bit of time off of him overall, but yeah, it would have avoided that sort of incident, I think, and obviously it's affected match race. I don't know if he's got significant enough damage to warrant a pit stop.
Oh, Twang and Grillsy have come together. Sorry to interrupt you there, Alex. Twang and Grillsy have come together there, as I think Twang just kind of was on the inside and he just clipped the rear of Grillsy. And yeah, now Matt's in the pits, so he's dropping down the order now, unfortunately. So Grillsy is now up into 2nd position. Brilliant race from Grillsy, absolutely stunning stuff. Twang has got 14 lap old medium tyres. I feel that Hunter might be a bit desperate to get through here, and he's almost losing it on the exit curve coming out of the dive. And now out of Yun Kao and coming up then to the start-finish rate. This is probably his best opportunity. Matt's got a 3-second penalty down in 10th position. And now you see Hunter is gaining. Twang is on the... I wonder, yeah, Twang there just not really fighting that one too much because he knows that his tyres are probably done. But he might also know that that Hunter's got some penalties as well. But Hunter's got 6 laps to gain a lot of time, and Twang now... Oh, there's a bit of movement there going on. I think it was a bit of lag. And now Murphy sives at the inside. Jacob's on a 108. Brilliant time there from Jacob on the super soft tyres. And Murphy now up into 4th position then. So he's in front of Twang now. So Murphy's just got to keep within. I think it's a 11-second penalty, isn't it? About what Hunter's got in Twang. Oh my gosh! I thought he was going to take Murphy out there. He was a bit wild there. Blimey. Wow.
Got it back on track very well there, so yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Might have been just a quick slap of previously or something, but yeah, he did well to recover that, I think, and did a much better job than Vettel did in Canada.
Nigel wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. Brilliant stuff from Nigel. Absolutely amazing as well. Amazing stuff. Let's go through the final results then from the Brazilian Grand Prix. So Nigel then won, even though it looked like a simple race, it was anything but. Murphy finished second in the end. Grillsy in third position. Fourth was Hunter. Fifth was Twango. Jacob sixth. Barker in seventh. Eighth position was Bowden. Mr. Elite ninth, and Double getting the final point. Our 5 sets of lights come on, and when they go out, we'll be racing in Yas Marina. Well, we're waiting for that last one. Don't worry about the last one, there's only 4, and we're out, and away we go. And a good start from Nigel, and you can see that Jonathan's had a pretty poor start. He's dropped down quite a couple of positions. Farf is already up into second already, and you can see we've got wheel to wheel stuff. Farf going a bit wide there. How's it going at the back? Doubles dropped down an awful lot of positions. And remember that we've got a lot of runoff area here, and so one of the Williamses is going a bit wide. That's Brooke Relay, he's already spun it, he's in the wall, and that's a huge accident, and he's out. We're back racing then. Nigel then is sprinting away then, so Nigel leads, second is Farf, Mr. Elite is third position. We've got an overtake already. Kumquat's already in front then, and what's happening here then? And you can see, oh, Farf's on the outside, that's incredible, but there's contact, and Mr. Elite takes the lead. And Steve goes in front. Steve is up in the second position, but Nigel's having the bench. It's having a terrible restart, and Farf now is up in the third position. Steve's in the wall there, and I think this becoming look on the inside. Farf from the inside. That's a Ferrari gone way wide there, I think. And Farf now leads. Mr. Elite is leading the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Farf for second. Nigel's having a bit of issues at the moment, and this is where the championship pressure might come into play. Of course, Nigel, remember then, remember, he's got a lot to lose in this. Price is now been doing at 6th position, but he's going side by side with Hunter, going down into the first chicane, and Hunter breaking a lot late. He's gone into the back. He's damaged his front wing now. Hunter has, Price has damaged his front wing then in the Haas. Of course, he's deputised for Dan Murphy here tonight as they come down the second mark straight now. But he's all over the back of Barker then. Hunter is also on board. Hunter now, and Price diving down the inside again. He's going for it. He's out of luck, but to Barker, that gives him enough space there. And now we're coming into the technical part of the track right now. As you can see, look at them, look at this, they're everywhere. There's LJC is Mr. Elite. It's Mr. Elite. Oh my gosh, and wow, what's happened there? And I'm not sure, but Mr. Elite is now coming to the pits. Oh no, and unfortunately he wasn't in the race. Farf leads, Nigel second, third position Steve, Barker fourth, fifth position. Mr. Elite is dropping down to the back of the field. He was leading this race as well. What a shame. Oh, Barker is just about going to sink on it. Not the inside as Prize now. Kumquat then going on the inside. But Barker, oh, look at that. He's hanging out on the outside there. He's through. Got another yellow flag in sector 1. Who's that? I think. Oh my gosh. And that's Twang who's off. Twang is off in the McLaren, and he's action all the way, and Gunnar getting a 10-second penalty there. I think just completely decided not even bother with sector 1. And look at this, they come down the hill now is again, and there's 3 abreast. Hunter's going to get sandwiched here. He is got sandwiched. Oh my gosh, Barker and Jacob is now up in 2. It's 5th position. Hunter, whoa, just about getting out of the way. Remember, Hunter's aim for at least this race is surely get on the podium here. Now he's going to have a situation on the Ferrari. He's on the super soft tires, so he's going deeper into this race. And he's going on the outside of Barker there, and oh my gosh, into the chicane. Oh, they're banging wheels, and Barker there is giving him just about plenty of room, and he's on the outside. Oh, running wide there. Oh, and look at that, incredible. Now they're still going side by side into the second half of the of the technical part, and Barker is exceeding track limits. As what's happening, I can't see, to be honest. All we can see is a lovely picture of the boat here, and this is Barker now is down to 7th position, and now Jonathan is all over the back of RJC then, and Jacob is all over the back of Nigel. Nigel is as Jacob is down in the pits, of course, and there's a stop-go penalty. We've got a lot of stop-go penalties. Jonathan having a look. He's having a look. Oh my gosh, and LJC really didn't want to be overtaken there. Barker in the pits as well, and Godzilla's got a 3-second penalty now. Jonathan got up the inside. Not quite. LJC very robust defending there in the Red Bull as they coming down now into the back straight there. Barker and Hunter. Oh my gosh, and that was a bingo bang there, and a 5-second stop-go penalty for Twang. I'm not sure if that's really warranted, but now he starts at the inside, and LJC is, oh my gosh, I thought he's going to go into the back, and they're very attacking driving here from LJC in the Red Bull. And as it stands then, Hunter is where he needs to be, but he now needs Nigel not to score any points. Nigel's still coming out the pits, remember, so and with him it's anything but safe at the moment for Hunter, isn't it, as He's all over the back. Oh, and there's a Mercedes of Jacob there, and Asdog as well, who's up in the 4th position now, with him going up side by side. Is Jacob. This has been an absolutely sensational Grand Prix so far. Wow, this might be a race of the year. It's been absolutely brilliant stuff. Now that both Mercedes are going down the back straight course, Jacob is on the ultra soft tyres. Kumquat, remember, is on the hard soft tyres, and they'll be flying through, and Jacob is now up into 4th position. Moment in time, if this race finished, the championship will still be alive. So if things stay as they are at the moment, the championship will still be alive. Hunter will be in it still, as because Nigel's out the points, and into the points is actually Hunter. He's up into 2nd position. Oh, and Hunter's gone wide, and up the inside then is Jacob. Sorry, he's gone the outside actually, and brilliant move, swooped on the outside of Hunter. Hunter dropped down the front. Action everywhere. Hunter and Asdog are side by side. Hunter and Asdog are side by side. 5 second got penalty, and now as look at that, Farfus now just homing in on these guys. He's got quite a big he's got a massive chunk of lead over Nigel. Nigel's dropped some time somewhere. Hunter going on the outside of now he should have the inside going into the chicane. This is brilliant stuff, absolutely tremendous stuff here. And look, Farfus going to sneak on the inside. He's done it. Farfus up into 3rd position. Brilliant, absolutely tremendous stuff. And Farfus now back in the podium position at the moment. He is looking absolutely fantastic at the moment in this race. Asdog going wide down there, getting a 4 second stop penalty. These are very harsh penalties out there, isn't there, tonight? Mark's doing an absolutely superb job at the moment in the Toro Rosso. Keeping, and Jacob looking up there. Farf is now 4th, Asdog 5th. Nigel is now up to 5th, sorry. As got double, both Ferraris are 8th and 9th for them. Good stuff. Hunter is now in and out of the pits. Battles at the back areas. Mr. Elite is now gone up the inside. Oh, Godzilla! Oh my gosh, that is 5 second stop gun penalty. I don't even know what to say about that. That is pretty oh my gosh, this is just appalling. Oh god, and Mr. Elite is out of the race. I'm not sure what's going on there, and unfortunately for Godzilla, and we just seen the end of it. I don't know what happened, don't know what instigated that. Lap 22 out of 28, and the order is then 10 seconds between Farf and Nigel. Farf ain't got far to go now then to get his first ever win. Jacob is now only 2 seconds behind Nigel. Nigel is in prime position to become the first ever champion of ALR. As we keep repeating, that is what that is the big news that we opened the show on earlier tonight. Opened the show earlier tonight, so Nigel is not far away now. Jacob 3rd, Hunter is 4th. Remember, he needs to get 3rd at least, and that's without Nigel even scoring. My math is not great anyway. Yellow flag in sector 1, and this Hunter is off. Hunter is off. This is just I wonder if he's damaged his car. And you can see Matt is now just going to try and pick up the bones. Jonathan's in the pits. I wonder what tyres going to go on. He's going to go on the Hoversoft tyres. I'm just trying to look to see if Hunter's damaged his car in any way in the Force India. Remember, Force India's second its last race before they come Racing Point, even though technically it's exactly the same team. It's just they changed the name to a not so memorable one. This is lovely onboard action here, isn't it? And now Matt's going to go on the outside there. You can see he's going to sneak by on the outside. He's done it, and Hunter's trying to stick on the inside here. To be honest, this track, a lot of people don't like this track, but it definitely does cause some does make some brilliant racing, doesn't it? Hunter's now having another look. He's trying to come back at him. There's a 5 second stop go penalty. Jacob's all over the back. We've got a yellow flag. Gunner's out of the race, but Hunter is diving down the inside there. Oh, he's almost there. Coming to blows there, but Hunter's still having a look, isn't he? Coming into the technical part of the lap now. This part of the track has really caused a lot of issues for several drivers tonight. The retirements are LJC is out. He's got disqualified. Broke Gorilla unfortunately was out on the opening lap. Of course, the safety car. Twang is out as well in the same place as Gorilla. Mr. Elite come to blows with Godzilla. He's out. Prize Kumquat in the same place as Twang and Godzilla. And of course we've got Gunnar who's just retired as well. I've got a yellow flag in sector 1. It's Hunter! Hunter is, oh no, and Hunter again in the same place he had earlier. Nigel, and we got a virtual safety car. He's damaged his front wing now. Oh no, and Nigel's still in front of him. We got a virtual safety car because of I think it's because of Hunter. And Hunter's dropped down to 7th now. I think that might be it for the battles tonight. And I'm kind of glad because I don't think I can survive anymore. The gap is now down to 7.2 seconds, and here comes Farf, and he's on the final lap. Whoa! Oh! And I think Farf has made a mistake somewhere. We've got a yellow flag in 2 and 3. It's Godzilla who's trying to recover. I think... Oh no! Farf has made a mistake, and it's down to 4.3 seconds. Oh no! And it's Godzilla trying to come back into the pits there. This could be a problem for Farf. It depends on the penalties. Unfortunately, I haven't kept up with the penalties, but this could be very much squeaky bum time. Farf comes around the final corner, and Farf, does he win his first Grand Prix? He crosses the line first, but does he win? Farf comes through. What about Jacob? Jacob is second. Farf wins his first ever Grand Prix. Brilliant. But Nigel comes around and he wins the ALR World Championship for the first time. So he's the first ever ALR World Champion. Wow. Congratulations to Nigel. Absolutely outstanding stuff. He is the first ever ALR World Champion. Amazing stuff. Go through the quickly go through the final standings. And so Farf, his first ever win, brilliant stuff. Second position was Jacob. Third position was Nigel. He's the first season 1 champion. That doesn't really make sense. Well, it does, but kind of, yeah. And Steve in 4th position, brilliant drive. Matt 5th, an absolutely outstanding drive. Asdog 6th. Barker 7th. Jonathan 8th. His first points. Hunter 9th. And double once again sinking into the points. 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 light pause as we the final round, and it is go! It is go, and good start from Gorilla, but I think it's an even better start from Broke there. A good start from Broke indeed, and he is now up into the lead. So Broke leads the Grand Prix. Twang is already up in the 2nd position, and what's going on behind there? Oh, we've had contact. It's one of the Williams and Steve's in there as well, and Price is on the outside. Asdog has dropped down position. Oh my gosh, and they've all gone. There's a Ferrari gone off doubles well off the track, and yeah, it's been chaos at the beginning. Doubles trying to spin around. Matt is also involved in the accident as well. And Godzilla has dropped right down to the back of the field, so Godzilla having a pretty poor start. Double and Matt also dropping down there. I think Matt's got some damage, some major damage, right, because the Double's going on the end. Oh my gosh, the Double and Matt have collided, and Double's in the wall. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, it's Mr. Someone right off the track. That's Hunter who's skating off the track there at the moment. Oh dear, it's all going off at the moment. And there's a Rado in there as well. Mr. Elite is now all over the back of his teammate. Double is retired from the race, and that's unfortunate for Double. He is one of the most consistent ones. I think he's going on the outside. We've got CEO who's going on the outside as well. Twang now leads by 1.2 seconds there. Farf is going. Hunter is out of the Japanese Grand Prix, and so that is a big shame there from Hunter. So, oh my gosh, and now going up the inside, a spoon here is now Mr. Elite is now, who's that going off? That's Nigel going off now, and up into 4th position is Jonathan. He's absolutely outstanding. Position is Steve, who's all over the back of him. Look at this, and going wheel to wheel, coming down into turn 1. DRS is now going to be available this lap, and Steve pulling out. Is he going to go for it? He's definitely going to go for it. He is going to go for it. Jonathan has dropped down. We had a big contact with Mr. Elite, and Hunter has left the session. And then Jonathan has dropped down to 5th position. Hunter has left the session, so he's out of the race. And also Double's out of the race as well. Mr. Elite is up into 7th position. Gooner 8th, 9th position. Whoa, Farf going into the pool there. So I'm not sure what happened there. Of course, Farf who just won the oh, that's tickled me. I'm sorry. Farfish just won the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Unfortunately, he's coming back down to earth with a bang. Or, well, as it seemed, he definitely did go into that lake with a splash as well, didn't he? So both Toro Rossos having a bit of issues in this race. Twang has had a mistake there, I think, because now Broke Gorilla is now starting to really reel him in there. Broke Gorilla is really he's aiming to finish his season on an eye at the moment. He's had a difficult season. Twang is damaged. I think Twang's got a problem because at the end of Gorilla, he takes the lead. Oh, got banging wheels. And Gorilla takes the lead, and he's back in the lead here in this Japanese Grand Prix. And then coming up to the 130R now is Steve is now in for front. Oh my gosh, this is going to get very hair and scare, isn't it? Gorilla leads. Second is Twang. Asdog is thereabouts. Oh, and Asdog is going on the outside. He's done it. He's through. Broke's gone wide. He's gone wide. He's through. Broke unfortunately. Oh my gosh, it Broke's in the wall. Oh, and he's ricocheted back out. Oh dear, he was leading this race. As Godzilla has just dropped behind Jacob at the moment, and he's really, look at that understeer there. Oh, and look when Price is getting through. Oh my gosh, and Twan has broken into Godzilla, and that was a massive hit there. 4 retirements already. It is Double, it is Hunter, Godzilla, and Twang are all out of this race. And Asdog goes defensive, but and I just go, oh, we got contact there, and I think that was a bit Oh, that would have been impressive if he did. And Mr. Elite has gone up on the outside of Steve. Steve's trying to hang him on the inside there. Good overtaking there from Mr. Elite. He is doing a great job tonight, isn't he? As he is up into 4th position. He had a good job. He's leading Abu Dhabi as well, isn't he? Looking very strong. Jacob, he's out. He's spun it, and he's out of the race as well. So we're down to 10 cars with 20 laps to go. We're losing a lot of drivers. I think a lot of drivers might be demoralised after they've had a very difficult race in Abu Dhabi. And once again, then Nigel and Armstrong are fighting for position, getting very close, aren't they? Steve is now, Mr. Leake's got a 3-second penalty. That might come back to Hornsman again. Steve is having a great night, isn't he? In the Williams number 25 now. He's got DRS again. And we're on board of him as he's coming. Look at that. Steve's got a very slippery car, hasn't he, in the wins? Remember, he was back 4th time next season, and he's up the inside. Did he force them? Not Mr. Lee off on the grass there. We had a poor camera, and Albert's on the wall. No, and unfortunately for Alsdog, he has been leading, but he is dropped. Oh, such a shame for Alan. That is a big blow for Alsdog there. The Alsdog is off again. Oh, this is oh my gosh, that is huge. He's gone into Kumquat. That is a big old crash, that is. And we're down to 8 cars. Second then, but the gap then between Gunnar and Farf is under a second, well under a second now. Farfair is just, of course, he's 5th in the championship moment, and he is looking very strong to keep that 5th. And to be honest, I think of Farf getting that win in Abu Dhabi is really just going to definitely just up his confidence, isn't it, really? And yeah, they're looking very mighty next season, aren't they, as well, Farfers? We're definitely looking forward to seeing what he can do next season. Yeah, anyway, let's go before we go for any of that, because Farfers going to go on the outside on 130 is he? No way, he can't do that. Gunnar, oh my gosh, getting very close now on the inside into the triangle chicane. He's done it, he's passed him, and Mr. Elite is also Mr. Elite, and oh, that's why, because they're both in the pits, as is Jonathan's in the pits as well. They're all on the medium tyres then, so that should be now straight to the end of the race. Farf, who's done 10 laps on the soft tyres, he's going to have to come in fairly soon as well. Jonathan there just out in front of us. Gunnar is going to be in the pits in the next lap in the Renault. Farf is now all over the back of Jonathan, and of course Jonathan, remember, Jonathan might not want to. Oh, this is going to be that's a great move there from Farf. That's absolutely stupendous move into just coming into Degner 1. Amazing stuff from Farf. He is up into 2nd position. He's half a minute behind Nigel today, isn't it? Yellow flag in sector. Oh, Nigel's made a mistake. Oh no, this is going to cost him majorly. He's got a massive lead, but Nigel's made a mistake, and this is going. This might shake up the result a bit there, as we got a yellow flag somewhere else as well. That's Matt, I think. And oh no, that is a bit. This could. So we were just talking about Nigel's brilliant, absolutely outstanding driving. The gap is down to 12 seconds. This is going far. I think Farf won't be able to get to the end on those soft tyres, but the gap is down to 11 seconds. The pressure's now on Nigel, isn't it? Of course, the champion, the world champion, isn't he? Absolutely, of course, it's electric, only this season, and of course, he never finished off the podium. But he's now caused himself a bit of a headache there, hasn't he? He shouldn't drop off the podium at the moment. Now Nigel, he is off the podium at the moment. He's going to have to. He made an unforced error, Nigel, with the world champion, and he's also got 3-second penalty. So this is all going against Nigel at the moment. Then he was very calm, wasn't he, a couple of laps ago, and now he's going to have a look. No, Mister, not quite into the hairpin there. That would have been quite dangerous. Farf is 4.2 seconds back now. Look at the Mr. Elite there. I think that won't be able to hold him back too much, because remember, he's on the super soft tyres. Is those super soft tyres going to last for 9 laps? Farf is only 2.5 seconds back now, but he's going to go into 130. This is going to be a Fernando Alonso S move, and he's done it. He's into it. He's through, and Nigel is up into 2nd position. But can Steve have another look? Steve's dropped down the 3rd position now. I think he might be more concerned about Farf and trying to keep his 3rd position. But Steve's been having a great race tonight, hasn't he? 2 great races. He is on course for well, maybe not a podium, because Farf is on the super soft tyres, but definitely 4th position. Remember, this is double points as well. So yeah, this has been an absolutely cracking drive from Jonathan. He's matched Nigel stride for stride as well, and now we're going to see what Nigel can really do, because yeah, he hasn't been under much pressure, but an unforced error from Nigel has really cost him here.
The teams are a lot more balanced next season. There's going to be some great teams out there. Like I say, the teams are pretty much mixed, really, aren't they? They're you know, you got some of the fast guys and some of the slower guys in a team as well. So I think it's just going to be a lot closer next season, and obviously the cars should be a little bit faster. It's the front wings I'm looking forward to. Just the simpler front wings. So I can't wait for season 2. It's definitely going to be a good season. Hopefully it matches season 1.
Definitely, we're looking forward to it as well. So we're just watching Farf on the inside of 130R. He has snuck through as well, just like Nigel. Steve going to have another look. No, he had into the triangle chicane there. So Steve is dropped down the 4th then, but he has had a magnificent day because Farf is off. Farf is off, and he's gone into the wall. And he's damaged his front wing. I think I'll put the commentator's curse on him. That is such a shame. And he's struggling to get out of there. And oh, that is a big blow for Farf, and he's retired from the session. This battle here is down to 5.8 seconds. Jonathan, and I see some of the drivers I think I just seen a couple of things in the driver chat as well of yeah, Grillsy there, absolute legend. He definitely is. Jonathan doing an absolutely outstanding job here, and I think all of us, to be honest, Nigel's a pretty nice guy as well. He's been an absolutely outstanding force, hasn't he? He's been a Schumacher-esque force. He's been basically non-stop in terms of, he's been a machine, hasn't he? Hamilton-esque, Schumacher-esque, he's always there on our buzz. But Jonathan, he's been the underdog, and he is there leading the race at the moment. We've got Todd in the chat as well, in the commentary box as well. So just to round off the season, but I tell you, what an end to the season! What a season finale this has been here tonight. Todd, could we just have your thoughts on the season as a whole? I know, unfortunately, we have to bring up your DNFs. Your consistency has really struggled this season, but going into next season, and what are you aiming for? Are you aiming to what are you aiming for? You aiming to get in the top 10, or maybe are you aiming higher?
Well, at the moment, my aim is to get into the top 10 for next season. As for this season, well, it's been absolutely terrible, to be honest. Not having much stuff in the races, but...
whilst this battle is going, we've got 3 more laps to go. There's a question to both of you. Your season highlights. Then, Todd, you go first. I have a feeling that this race might be top though, because you was actually leading the race as well, and it was a good old battle up at front as well, up until where it kind of got a bit too tasty in the S's, I think it was.
Yeah, it felt really weird being in the lead, considering all the other fast drivers that are on the grid as well. But yeah, to be honest, my best part of the season has to be Brazil.
And of course, Brazil was last week. To be honest, I must admit, I apologised earlier on in the streams. I completely forgot to say your 4th position in Brazil. So, it was memorable, but I've had a bit of a longer week. Yes, but it's been absolutely outstanding. So that's definitely got to be a highlight. And Hunter, what about your highlight of the season? Australia, that amazing win where you went head to head with Jacob, or was known as Bradders, but then we had a very quick driver in the terms of Brown. Of course, it was formerly known as I can't remember his name now. But yeah, in the Toro Rosso, of course, he only made 1 appearance, but those 2 are very quick drivers, and yet you beat him in Australia. That surely has to be up there with one of your best drives. Or have you got another highlight?
Yeah, I think Australia was a brilliant race. Like you said, I was quite down on quality as well. If you remember, I had to come through the field, and like you said, I beat them both. But I'd say it's a joint between it either be Australia or Singapore, because again, Singapore, I came from quite far down and took the lead for a few laps and then finished second. But I'd probably say Australia was my favourite, but I think the best one that in general that you sit and watch, and to watch there was action everywhere, I think was actually Austria.
How could I ever forget Austria? It's to be honest, I must admit, an Abu Dhabi, the one we just, and the Abu Dhabi race was also absolutely outstanding as well from my point of view. And of course, Mark Smith is just in the chat, he's cheering John on, and we're all cheering John on as well, because this has been an outstanding drive from Jonathan. Brilliant stuff. Hopefully we'll get him in the chat in a minute as well. But of course, he hasn't got long to go, as Nigel has got another 3-second penalty. I don't think Jonathan's got many penalties, but he's coming into the hairpin now, just accelerating out. The gap is down to 3.5 seconds, as he's now we got a yellow flag in sector 1, and that's Mr. Elite, who's just took a trip somewhere to Dunlop. He's got a half a minute over his teammate. Steve is up into third position as well. Brilliant stuff from Steve on the podium. As I said before, he made his debut on the podium last night in his first ever league racing, and again, he's doing an absolutely outstanding job. He's really on fire. I think Steve will wish that the league wasn't ending tonight. So Jonathan now coming into the final corners then for the final time in the Japanese Grand Prix, exiting the chicane. And you can see you've got Matt in the background there. He just wants to be in the in the winning shot. But Jonathan Cox comes through and he wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic stuff, and his first ever win in ALR. An absolutely amazing drive from Jonathan, absolutely outstanding, and I cannot wait to hear his reaction. Jonathan, such a clean race, from 14th on the grid to win. Nigel second, third position Steve, fourth position Mr. Elite, Gunnar in fifth position, Matt in 6th position, then Farf 7th, Gorilla 8th, Kumquat 9th, and 10th position Asdog. You will forever be ALR's first champion, so I bet, to be honest, I'll be over the moon with that. But as your season as a whole, though, how you look back, what's the highlights that that stands out for you? What is the races where you really enjoyed?
Of course, the first race was really exciting for me. Of course, my debut on Canada, first race, first win, was a happy moment. And the wet races were interesting. Of course, Singapore, first lap, the track was not wet enough, I think, and everybody was all over the place. And yeah, those are two tracks I really like.
Oh, amazing stuff. And I'll tell you what, if it wasn't Sunday, I'll bet you'd be out celebrating, wouldn't you? Brilliant. And oh, congratulations, and congratulations, Jonathan, as well. Well done to both of you tonight. And this double episode of ALR, I don't think we're going to do again in a while, because my gosh, I'm absolutely shattered. Well done, guys. Congratulations. And yeah, for everyone who's been joining us tonight, I hope you enjoyed it. That double dose of amazing action from up and down the field has been absolutely outstanding. And join us again next year, where we'll be on Formula 1 2019, and we'll be doing it all over again. From here, though, it's goodbye.